Hey everybody, and welcome to the Dead True Podcast. My name is Jimmy.
Casey.
Steven.
Dawn.
We got a special guest, Mr. Jericho, with us. What's going on, guys?
Yay.
What's going on? Hey, Jericho.
Got to excuse Steven. He's really excited.
No, I'm sharing here. I'm sharing our stuff.
You're good. I'm just playing with you.
I don't know if we can hear Jericho, though.
Yeah, I think he's...
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you just fine.
There we go.
I think we're just loud. I think that's what it is.
I think his mic was muted. It's good.
You're good now? All right. So, how you been doing, Mr. Jericho? It's been a long time since we last seen you on the show.
Yeah, I've been doing really well. I just dropped a new album, and we've been dropping a video every week. And, yeah, things really couldn't be any better, man, to be honest.
Awesome.
What's the name of the album? I know we seen the billboard. That was kind of exciting. But
yeah, man, that was really cool, man. So I had 2 billboards downtown Nashville, and the name of the album is Dope Boy Country.
That's awesome. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what we got going on this week, guys?
We had a big announcement.
What was the announcement, Miss Dawn? I know you kept up with it better than we did.
Madison is back.
I hear you.
I'm excited.
So we're all excited about Madison coming back. My question to you is, if she died, how can she come back, Dawn?
They didn't show her dying. She was just surrounded by walkers and it went away. So you didn't see her bit or her body.
But my question, though, is if she was actually on the Talking Dead and it said her name, that was the official death in my book.
Nah.
It ain't like that?
Nah.
What'd you think about it, Jericho?
I'm ashamed to say I'm
Jericho, we don't know what the hell you're talking about, Jimmy. It's fine, though.
You don't watch Fear?
No, I'll get into a mood where I just watch and watch and watch, and then I'll stop, and then I won't come back because of spoilers, and then I let it go for a while and just try to ignore everything and then come back and do it again. I do that a lot with shows just because people will freaking ruin it, man.
Well, don't feel bad. None of us except Dawn is caught up on it either.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Dawn, when did that happen? It was probably what, 3 years ago? When her died.
I think was it season 4?
I think so.
Yeah.
And Jericho, I haven't even watched that episode, so
I feel a lot better.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of Fear, but I did see that episode.
So Jericho, how did you meet Jimmy?
Jimmy was working at, I don't know what you would officially call it, the Walking Dead tour. And we pulled up in our humongous bus / RV, and I think it broke down in their parking lot.
No way.
And even though we were in a bus, we were like super duper broke at the time. And they were nice enough and gave us a free tour, and it was really cool. And we just became friends after that.
Yeah, Jericho was awesome, man. And the truth about it was, when he came up in the store, like, he's like, I'm a singer. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I was like, what's wrong with the RV? And he showed us everything, and he was really excited. And he had his wife with him, and it was really, really cool. And he'd come in and just talk to us for a while. And I'm like, hell, let me show you around. So that was the introduction.
I was hoping for it. I didn't ask for it, but he got the hint after a while.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, it was like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's how I operate. So it's all good.
Yeah, it's cool to go back and show my little boy those pictures when he was a baby. So it's crazy.
Yeah,
cool.
And to be honest with you, and Jericho's he is a gift within itself. He is really, really tight with his Christianity, and he wears it on his sleeve. He's really, really a great person.
Amen.
Yep.
Well, thank you for those kind words. I got a question for y'all off the subject of The Walking Dead.
Oh, I like it.
Did y'all watch the new Ghostbusters?
Not
Yes.
yet.
Not yet.
No.
I did.
What'd you think?
I loved it. I thought it was great fan service. You know, I can't say too much about it, you know, without giving it away.
Right.
But definitely lots of Easter eggs, lots of good stuff for the old fans. And then I think they introduced it for a new generation.
Yeah, I highly recommend going to see that movie if you're a Ghostbusters fan.
Yes.
I was very happy with it. Yeah.
Yep. And there's 2 after credit scenes, so hang around.
Oh, sweet.
I only watched one. I didn't know there was 2.
Yeah, there's one after all the credits run. You can probably YouTube it.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out.
Jericho slacking. He didn't sit for the whole thing.
I want to see it bad. It looks like it hit me right in the nostalgia, man.
It is very nostalgic, lots of fun.
That's cool. That's cool.
I feel like when they do those kind of movies, it's either hit or miss, and I felt like they did a good job with this one.
Right. It was definitely one of the better 80s, you know, not reboot because it's actually a sequel.
Yeah.
Now Ghostbusters is a trilogy, so
right.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if it was as good as the original. I don't think that's a hard act to follow right there.
Yeah.
I
don't think it was supposed to be really. It's just telling of, you know.
I don't know, that last one with all the women in it, that thing sucked really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reboot was it didn't do it justice. And
I burned action figures after that one.
Nice.
Well, it was nothing to do with, it was nothing to do. A lot of people thought everybody didn't like it because it had women in it. And it wasn't that for me. It was just the comedy was a miss. I don't know. It wasn't, it didn't feel right.
Yeah, it felt really tried too hard to make it funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm weird like that. Like if it's if guys played a part, I want guys to play a part. If girls played a part, I want girls to play a part. If I don't want them to remake Sanford and Son with white people. You know what I'm saying? Like I just
I'm with you.
I just want
definitely with you.
to be the way it was when I don't want to see the Cosbys with white people. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like
right.
I wanted the way it was when I was a kid. And yeah, sometimes when they do that, I feel like they just kind of force stuff in there. It's really not necessarily,
Right.
I'll tell you what I'm stoked for is the new Matrix and Spider-Man.
Yes.
New Spider-Man. I was never a Matrix person, man. I never got into it.
Wow. I'm shocked by that. I love Matrix.
I love the first one.
The first one is the shit. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 and 3 were but the first one was amazing.
Maybe I need to go back and watch it. Maybe I'll appreciate it a little bit more.
My favorite one was the first one.
Just watch the first one. Watch the first one.
Don't worry about the other 2.
Ones.
Yeah, my son actually came upstairs the other day. He goes, "We got Fight Club." I'm like, "Why do you want to watch Fight Club?" He goes, "Somebody I told wants to watch it." And I'm like, "Okay." So I sit down there and watched it with him, and he was tripping at the end. I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "You don't see it coming, Dave." He goes, "Oh my God, this is awesome." I'm like, "Well, they don't make it like that anymore."
That's awesome.
So he seen Fight Club. That was pretty awesome to watch it with him.
Did y'all watch the Disney put out the new Home Alone?
Oh, I heard that was
I
terrible.
haven't seen that yet.
I've seen like YouTubers review it, and I've got the basic gist of it, and I don't know. It seemed like it was pretty bad.
It was pretty rough. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was better than like what they do, like 3 and 4 as well.
Yeah.
It was better than those, but that ain't really bragging either. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
was like straight to DVD or something.
Yeah. Those were pretty terrible. Yeah.
The thing about it to me, it seemed like they were trying to like paint the pretty much bad guys, the family that lives close by, like they were. I don't know. They weren't necessarily bad. Like they were, you know what I mean? So I feel like I would feel bad for them because they were, they weren't bad like Marv and what was the other guy's name?
Harry,
Marv and Harry.
Yeah.
They weren't like that. They had like an agenda because they were struggling with money and
Yeah.
all this. And it's like poor couple.
yeah.
They're asking, is that movie on Disney or what?
Yeah.
It's on Disney. Yeah. And then
Disney.
like
Okay.
the movie shot in America, but the boy has a British accent.
British.
And the mom doesn't. It's I don't. It was really that part was really weird to me.
That is weird
because that didn't like correlate to the story at all either. Like so it was like, but it had a few little cool little things in it. But for the most part, it's just not going to be the same.
Right.
The original.
Yep. Steven, what Spider-Man were you talking about? You talking about Homecoming or No Way Home or the Spider-Verse?
No Way Home. No Way Home and the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse would be crazy too.
Yeah, they just, I don't know if y'all saw, but they just dropped the trailer for the new Spider-Verse movie in part 1.
Yeah.
It looks good. Yeah, Christy, it's on Disney Plus.
I didn't think I was going to like the first, what was it, the Spider-Verse?
Right.
Just because I'm traditional, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing, man. I was blown away. They did such a cool job with that, man.
Oh, that's a masterpiece. That's that's up there and probably my all-time favorite movies. Like, that's just a good movie.
So good. It was a little jarring at first, with the animation, like it looks almost stop motion. You know what I mean? That little jerky feel. But once you get past that, totally amazing story.
Right. Yeah, it was crazy.
It felt like a comic. It felt like a comic come to
that's
life.
why it was like that. They were going for that comic book, like the comic came to life,
Have you been by Pinewood Studios, Jericho, in Fayetteville, Georgia? No. That's where they make all the Marvel movies at, man. You already go ride by there and check it out.
Where at?
Pinewood Studios. It's in Fayetteville.
Georgia or Tennessee?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's in Fayetteville. So you look at Pinewood Studios and you ride by there, and one day the whole field was on fire, and next thing you know, something else has happened. They're always got something going on back there.
I'm hoping that they'll make a good Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're due one.
We are.
That's my dream for a good Fantastic Four movie.
Yep.
I think they will. It's already they announced it already, didn't they, Casey? Like in the way, way, way distant future.
Yeah, in the future. Yeah. No specifics, but I think they're planting seeds for the upcoming bringing them in.
So Jericho, you big Marvel fan then?
I to an extent, like when I was younger, forever I thought Wolverine's name was X-Man.
Nice.
It should be.
But then I got into that, and then of course Spider-Man. I don't know why Spider-Man's just like the dopest looking, and my little boy's into that again now. So we've been watching the Spider-Man cartoons on Disney, and then the the X-Men cartoon was really good, man. Like I was like going back and watching, I was like, wow, man. Like,
oh, it's the best.
Oh, I love that cartoon. The cartoon got the Phoenix Saga right, and they had 2 X-Men movies that couldn't do it right.
Yeah, and then the on Disney they've got the Fantastic Four cartoon, which isn't bad at all either. But the X-Men was like, wow, man. I've been impressed with that, watching that.
Okay, yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
and they're continuing that too.
They're bringing it back.
I hope they can do it justice again.
Same.
Yeah.
I heard this theory, and I don't know. We're not even talking about The Walking Dead anymore, but that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
I heard this theory that X-Men, like the continuation they're going to do now, like might somehow tie into like the multiverse or something, like the multiverse, and be in like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, like I don't know, not be in it, but like make an appearance, kind of like X-Men 97 dimension.
Yep.
Yeah, when that movie first came out, I was so disappointed that they weren't wearing the comic book
I know
costumes. Yeah. Man.
But those first comic book movies felt like they just had to be so dark, and like colors couldn't work, is what I remember them saying. Those colors would not work in a live action movie.
Do y'all ever watch? I don't know what it's called, but you can like because I found this because my kid, how kids are. They're like, who would win between Spider-Man and Wolverine or whatever. But there's some YouTube channel that does live action.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think it's called.
They look good, man. Like the costumes look great. And
It's
was
Battle something.
It's
It was-
Bat in the Sun, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was like Wolverine,
Yeah.
Batman. I thought Wolverine looked cool in there. They did a great job. But anyway, yeah.
No, they do great stuff. They do have like Predator or
Yes,
Street Fighter or Power Rangers. Yeah, they look legit. It's like they pick cosplayers to recreate these, battle scenes.
Oh, it's insane quality.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
All right, she's
All right,
being
guys.
quiet.
Oh.
Like I'm just.
Do what, Jericho?
I said she's over here being real.
Oh,
quiet.
I know.
Don's world revolves around everything Walking Dead. So you can
No,
literally.
I'm a DC Justice League girl. I'm not really
Okay,
Marvel.
I didn't know that.
How?
All right, let's get this fight started then.
How
What's
I'm
your
just
Batman's
playing.
superpower?
Batman is my favorite.
Oh, I
Hey,
love Batman.
I'm down with DC. I'm down with every comic. I'm down
How
with them
upset
all.
have you been with the DC movies besides Batman? To be honest,
I like the Wonder Woman. Those
Yeah.
were good.
Yeah, those are good.
the
I
the
mean,
Superman and
and-
Batman movie, I was so like, just like, I can't believe this is like what they
No.
ended up doing.
Right.
You know,
I didn't
Um,
like that one.
The Batman with Christian Bale was my favorite because
Yeah.
that is Batman. That
Yeah.
is the
Yes.
Legends of the Dark Knight comic book.
yeah,
It's Batman's not for kids.
right.
Yeah.
What about the Snyder Cut, though? I will say I rewatched Batman versus Superman or Superman versus Batman, whatever it was, and then I watched the Snyder Cut after that, and it seemed like it made it a little bit better, maybe.
The Snyder Cut was better.
Yeah.
But I think it was
Aquaman
too
good
late.
too.
Do
I
what?
love Aquaman.
Aquaman's
Aquaman
great.
was good too.
Yeah.
Aquaman's real good.
Aquaman was a great movie.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't watch Aquaman. Like, I watched Suicide Squad, and I watched the thing that bothered me about Suicide Squad is when they use like these big name actors. I don't know why, it just throws me off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I like when they use people that are up and coming, and so yeah.
I see
Yeah.
everybody in the comments saying they prefer Marvel, but I'm 50.
Yeah.
So when I grew up, it was Justice League
Okay.
on TV on the cartoons. So that's what I grew up. We didn't grow
Oh
up
yeah,
with Marvel.
Justice Friends or what it
Justice
was?
League of America, the Wonder
Yeah.
Twins.
Super
Yeah.
Friends.
Yes.
Super Friends. That's right.
Hey, I tell you who I mess with. That's Image Comics, man. And not just for The Walking Dead, for Invincible.
Yes.
Wolfman. There's tons of stuff on Image that's just this killer.
Right.
Jericho, have you seen the Invincible TV series, the animated series on Amazon?
No, I haven't.
It's crazy.
Okay.
It's really good, and it's not for kids, so
No,
Yeah.
don't let the
forewarned.
kids watch.
It's
Right,
very
right.
adult, but it's good.
It's mostly gore, and there's some cursing and stuff. It's nothing too.
Yeah.
The gore is the really bad part.
Yeah.
And that's on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's on Amazon Prime. It's a Amazon Prime original.
And it's also written by Kirkman, who wrote The Walking Dead.
Ah, okay. Did y'all
Yeah.
ever watch or listen? The movie was garbage, but my like great uncle back in the day, I guess when radio was real popular, they would do these radio shows and it would tell stories, and he would give me all these cassette tapes of The Shadow.
Oh, The Shadow,
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Shadow. Yep.
And
yep.
but the movie was so, I was like, God, it ruins these
Yeah.
the tapes were way better.
You can still, I don't know if you can still get them, but you used to be able, because I bought a bunch of them there for a while. But
Oh,
when
cool.
cassette tapes went out, they got CDs. But at Cracker Barrel, if you go to Cracker Barrel
Really?
and look in their CD section, they have old radio broadcasts, and The Shadow is one of them.
Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
I collect a lot of Dick Tracy stuff, and the movie was not that good. I wish they would redo a movie, but just
Yeah.
the way that looked and the comic feel, I've always thought that was really cool.
Oh, dude, for real, I got some stuff for you, man.
Okay.
You'll have to, shoot me your info or something, because I hold on to everything, and I've got some Dick Tracy stuff that
Oh,
I don't
cool.
have no use for.
Nice, dude. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie either, but we were passing through California the year it came out, and when we did the Universal Studios backlot tour,
Yes.
it was still the set from Dick Tracy, so that was kind of cool,
Yeah, that was cool, man. I miss when they used to do stuff like that.
right?
It looks so cool, man.
Yeah, man.
I actually
Oh.
like that movie. I don't know. I liked it when I
think
was little. I hadn't watched it now.
It was very Disney-ish, you know what I mean? Like they, watered it down
Yeah.
quite a bit.
It had a very Roger Rabbit look to like the sets and stuff. It makes me wonder if they use some of the same sets.
Right.
But like I said, if I watched it now, I don't know if I would like it as much.
Yeah, that's like with my kids. I go back and watch cartoons I used to like, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is grueling. I don't know if I can make it through it now.
Right.
We were watching Voltron the other day, and I was like, golly, man, I must
Oh,
on Saturday.
Voltron.
Yeah, I love Voltron, but man, those episodes can be hard to watch.
Yeah. And even they're big into He-Man because they're remaking all the He-Man stuff, and I was just like, I mean, you know, we didn't have internet and we didn't have all that stuff, and it's just you can see stuff from when we were younger. You know, she's talking about DC and stuff, and it just brings back such a happy, you know, time in your life. Like,
Oh
man,
yeah, just
so cool,
nostalgic.
Yeah.
So, are you watching the Masters of the Universe series with your kids?
Not the Netflix one, no.
It's actually pretty good. I like it. I'm down with it.
I got He-Man right here.
Oh, nice, dude.
Do they have a She-Ra?
Hey, Casey.
In the
They
show?
actually do.
Cool.
Oh, I need that, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's expensive now.
Oh, I know. I need that one.
Well, I got the one on the throne too.
Look at them with their man toys,
I
their
know.
man dolls.
Dude.
The throne.
And then I got Prince Adam. You know that, Jericho?
Nice. Y'all can't see over here, but I have Gray Skull, and then I have Snake Mountain too. But
Oh, like the originals?
yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty
nice.
cool,
man.
And,
Nice.
And then did you see that they got the Gray Skull again? They're selling it. Target.
Yeah.
I bought a couple of those too.
Oh, cool.
I don't know.
Dawn's getting her
Okay.
man dolls out. Look at her.
Only one I have.
Oh, what you got?
That's
Rick
the only
Grimes
one I
gold.
have.
Oh, you got a gold Rick Grimes? Nice.
Yeah, that was in the mystery box. The one that, what do you call it? The crates or whatever they get every couple
Oh, the
months.
loot crate?
Yeah. I got one too. And then
Oh.
Dawn seen it. She's like, I gotta get me one. So she went on eBay and got her one.
So
Yeah, Thundercats and He-Man. Yep, She-Ra.
Oh,
You wanna see
Thundercats
what I
always
got?
jam.
I got tons of copies of You Can't Even See It.
Oh, Cat Candy? That was the
Yes.
John Candy cartoon.
Yeah, dude, I've got so many of these. Like, I've
That's
got tons
cool.
of them. I dug them out. I'm telling you, I used to hold on to everything.
hey,
That's
Tom,
Yeah,
cool, man.
I agree with that comment. Dawn does need more pop.
No, I do not want to get started.
If you just seen my wall up there, you'd freak out how many pops I got. It's crazy.
I'm sitting in front of mine.
Yep. Well, I hide mine. I got like a whole 300 of them, so I try to keep them hidden.
the
I
pops are
quit.
but I just get addicted to collecting certain things, and then I got that way with wrestling stuff, and I'm like, I gotta chill because
I
Did
hear
you hit your Ninja Turtle? I did that like a year ago.
yeah,
I
I
got
just
into a Ninja Turtle phase.
selling all my Ninja Turtle stuff recently because I just got so much stuff. I'm like, it's just too much. But the
There you go.
NECA stuff looks incredible.
Yes.
Man, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I got to get rid of it.
Yeah, I got the Ninja Turtle pops over here too.
Nice, dude. Who would have known that toys would have been worth so much money, right?
I know.
I know.
And all my Star Wars toys just disappeared, and I'm sure my mom threw them away and just lied to me and said that they just wasn't there no more when I was little. It's like, dang.
Oh man,
Guess what toys I had when I was little?
Justice League.
G.I. Joe.
Battlestar Galactica, the ones
Oh.
that the Cylons, and then they made it stop them. They stopped making them because they said they were bad for kids or whatever. They'd swallow
Are
it.
you
Or,
serious?
yeah, I had this starship.
Oh, that's cool.
Hold on, let me see something real quick.
Yeah, Christy, thanks.
You know what beats Battlestar Galactica?
Star
What?
Wars.
Bears. The
I used
Office,
to
man.
The
I
Office.
used to get in front of the fan and pretend like I was a Cylon. You know how that noise.
Yeah. Talking about the
Big-
light gun.
Big tub. Remember Thundercats and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He-Man?
Cyclonus.
That's cool.
That's
Dude,
He-Man.
Thundercats was my jam.
Jericho's turning
Dude.
into Casey. Look at him.
Dude, I can do a retro. I'm gonna start a
I
retro
know.
podcast, man. I'm telling you.
The worst figure ever.
Ram Man.
Oh, Ram Man. He just made an appearance in the series too.
Oh, did he?
Sweet.
Yeah, I've got way too much stuff.
I hear you. I like that. I like going through all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mine's in the other room, or I'd be showing mine off too now.
I know, right?
Hey, do y'all remember this cartoon? Let me see. Mask.
Oh, that's
Mask.
my jam. I love Mask now. I love that song.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Can
80s cartoons had the best
soundtrack
theme songs.
Oh yeah, by far
ever. Yeah. My
down.
little boy, he'll be like, let's put on some of those songs and we'll just listen to cartoon theme songs. They were incredible.
Right. I want a Jericho single sampling the Mask theme.
Yeah.
Steven just disappeared. Oh,
yeah, y'all got me. Y'all got me looking through my box, man. All kinds of stuff, man. I got it all back here too, and now I'm distracted. We need to do a podcast, Casey, for real. Like, are all of us doing nostalgia podcast?
Hold on.
Talk about toys
I'm
all
day. Can y'all? Okay, y'all can still see me. Hold on.
That might be what this just turned into, son. I'm ready for it.
It's not light enough in here to see.
Ooh.
But this whole room is just nothing but like the 80s.
Oh, nice.
This is a signed Luke Skywalker figure. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. He was really cool, by the way.
That's very cool. I did meet Carrie Fisher. I got her autograph.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Was she nice?
She was really nice. Yeah. It was I think it was 2010. So.
It's always good to see when you or meet people or hear about people meeting people and they're nice, man. That's goes a long ways.
I've experienced that. I think most of us have good experiences with the Walking Dead people. Yeah. They're really great cast.
What is it like now when because would you say that the Walking Dead hysteria has kind of died down some?
Well, so I'm gonna speak for Steven and me.
I'm the negative one, yeah.
Back.
Oh, is it?
I mean, what do you think, Steven?
Well, I feel like I'm always the negative one on here. I'm just really nostalgic for like the first 5 seasons. You know what I mean? Like I love those seasons. They're a masterpiece. I love them, and I don't know. I feel like it's strayed a little bit too much here lately, but the main show is getting a little bit better. I don't really care for like the Beyond, and I don't know. I feel like they're making a lot of fans mad because we were talking about that announcement they made.
Yeah. Go ahead, Steven. Sorry.
About a character coming back to Fear the Walking Dead. Well, they said they were going to make an announcement a while back, like a week ago, and everybody thought they were going to tell us something about Rick Grimes, whether it be a release date or, we're working on it or something like that. Anything. And it wasn't anything to do with that. It was just
teaser photo or something.
And that's what I saw like on Twitter and, all the social media outlets where fans were, it was high, the percentage of fans mad greatly outnumbered the ones that were like, yay,
Yeah. So basically what's going on in the fandom right now is everybody's getting upset because Rick's not come back. And what they done to us last night was they said they had a huge announcement, even though Scott Gimple said it wasn't going to be Rick. And then they said another character is coming back from a totally different damn show.
Yeah.
But the fandom itself has peaked again.
Okay.
I want to say it ain't peaked highly, but it's peaked more than it has been. So you got those fans that's watched it over the years is coming back just to see it, Sonoya area. Right. That's what I'm seeing. And go ahead, Steve.
No, I was just gonna say the fandom. There's more people than I would ever back in the day that I would ever think there would be that are still invested in it. And I'm still invested in it. I just want to see it go right. You know what I mean? I want to see it go the right way. But the fandom is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, obviously COVID put a hit on conventions. So I think, it's kind of hard to say if the fandom really went down or if it's just, just because we couldn't get out there and see the cast anymore.
But I also think COVID helped because a lot of people became fans because they sat at home, watched Netflix, and they watched the series.
I think COVID helped too.
COVID
helped too.
I've had a lot of people come through the tour now that's because of COVID. They actually sit on the couch and watched it.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I've done something multiple times with someone from y'all's neck of the wood, Rick Grimes.
Mick Grimes, maybe?
Mick Grimes?
Mick, yes.
Yeah.
Like on TikTok?
Yeah. No, we've done some like autograph signing things, and he's always been there. Yeah.
So he's done
Oh,
conventions.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of those. Yeah, he does really well.
Did you do that one up here in Tennessee?
Yes.
What was it, Hazard Fest?
I didn't do Hazard Fest. I did the Smoky Mountain Comic Con.
Yeah, okay.
The Hazard Fest is always super big. The Smoky Mountain not as big, but I think they're trying to build, and they had a great amount of stars there. I you know, some of those are hit or miss. You don't know why or you know, rhyme or reason, but it's always fun because you get to hang out with all them, and you know.
I want to try to get to that Smoky Mountain one this year. Maybe be media or something, because it's not that far from me. I'm close to Chattanooga. I'm in Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm close to Chattanooga.
Yeah. The Hazard Fest does super good, but the Smoky Mountain was cool. It's pretty cool when there's downtime and everybody can kind of walk around and hang out and chill. And the last night of the thing, everybody went out and, you know, walked around downtown Gatlinburg. And it's funny because fans are like that are not there for that Comic-Con are walking around like, dang, that dude looks familiar. You know what I'm saying? They're like looking at all these wrestlers and Grimes and all these people, and they're like, man, this dude looks so, and they're taking second looks, but a lot of people are scared to come up and ask, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Jose Sanchez actually does a zombie with Mick. So,
yeah, all the time I see him. Yeah,
he's our boy. He come on here a couple weeks ago, and he's always hanging out in Sonoy and stuff. So
he's we
hang out with him quite a bit.
I saw Mick Grimes this weekend in Sonoy down at Chris's taking pictures and stuff. And yeah, Jericho, if you're ever in the area, stop by and see me in Sonoy. I'm in the Walking Dead Museum, or we are, and we do golf cart tours. You can hop on one with us.
Yes, man. I need to. I want to go down there and do that and do a Stranger Things tour. I remember last time I was on, Jimmy's buddy said she would get me hooked up. I need to do that.
I'll hook you up.
Okay.
Yeah, they work the same place. They're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, Cindy, I got you.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Stranger Things. I'm pretty pumped about that news.
Oh yeah.
I did a Stranger Things tour a couple weeks ago, man, and we had a blast.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I love that. Y'all got a lot of good things going on, man, in that area. You got the Cobra Kai. You got multiple things. There's Cobra Kai really kicked off really dope too, man. And
that's another one of those 80s properties that was done right, you know.
I've heard some people say it's cheesy, but I'm like, Karate Kid was cheesy. That's
right.
No, it's cheesy in a really good way, an entertaining way.
Yeah, totally. I like how it flips, like who's really the bad guy and who's the good guy. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. It furthers the story, so it's not just, you know, cash cow.
I thought the writing on that's been really well, even because it kind of reminds me of, not to that extent, but Breaking Bad, when at first you feel sorry for him, in the middle you're like, dude's so bad, you know what I mean? You hate him, you know what I mean? It's like it's the same way kind of with Cobra Kai. You fall in love with one of the characters, and then you end up not liking them or loving them.
Yep, that's cool.
And Cobra Kai's coming out with season 4 this month.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's at the end of the month, right? Right, Don? Yep. So, Jimmy, speaking of Marvel, is Hawkeye filmed in Atlanta?
As far as I know, every Marvel movie is filmed there.
Okay, because that last episode 3, there's a really cool car chase scene, and that looked very familiar. So I was wondering.
They did film some in New York. The scenes like in Times Square, that was legit New York. But pretty much anything else you see is all Atlanta.
All right, cool.
How was that show so far?
I like it.
So far, so good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I never read Hawkeye, so it's nice to see something Marvel that I haven't, read. So
Right.
It's kind of new to me.
Yeah.
See, I was a big Hawkeye fan, and I didn't like the way he wasn't more present in the movies. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I didn't like that he was kind of in the back seat most of the time. So I'm excited he got the show.
Right. Yeah, because you think about that, the original Avengers, like, yeah, he wasn't even in it because he was like possessed or whatever most of the movie,
Right.
So it's like, really?
I felt like
then-
in the last
go ahead.
Avengers, they let us down with Incredible Hulk too a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to see some more Hulk smash.
But remember, Hawkeye was one of the first Avengers to cross over in the original Thor. Remember, he was up in the tower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I think Marvel's so successful, is because they sprinkle in other characters in different movies. Like Black Widow premiered in Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way to do it, Kind of.
Yeah, and then you see something that they do recently that ties all the way back to something that was 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it ties right into it, and you're like, man, did they really plan that, or did they write it around it? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man, it's exciting.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
and that's another series I watched them growing up, was Hawk and Wonder Woman with Linda Carter.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, Jericho, can you give us a little background on how you got started in doing music and everything for people that didn't hear it last show?
Yeah, for sure. So I was just always drawn to music. I was drawn in some form of entertainment, and I knew I would do some form of entertainment. I thought I was going to be a pro wrestler, but it didn't work out.
Oh, wow.
But I got to say this real quick. Y'all know TKO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did get to wrestle one match, and he came out and was my support, my manager for the match.
No way.
No way.
That's awesome.
If you know him, he's just funny, dude. Like he is in his world, he is the biggest thing there is. And I would tell him that to his face, though.
Right.
But no, I just loved music always, whether it was traditional country or when I first heard Outkast or any kind of music, just I felt like it just moved me and spoke to me. And I started doing rap music, and I was signed to a Christian label, and I was kind of naive about that, and I wasn't very happy in that situation because at the end of the day, it's still they're about money, just like anybody else is, and I was kind of thrown off by that. And I left there, and I met Danny Boone from the band Rehab.
Yeah.
Really good friends, and then I joined Rehab. And I just left that band like maybe 3.5 weeks ago. I did my last show with them. I got to be a co-vocalist with them, which was, man, insane. I'm literally touring the world with a band that's multi-platinum. And Danny gave me an opportunity just literally out of nowhere and was like, man, I want you to be the co-vocalist, and let's go tour and let's go do this thing. So that was really awesome. And but at the same time, I felt like it was time for me to move out on my own and do my own thing. And so I'm doing that now. And I got signed to Battleground Records, and they've been doing some really cool stuff for me, man. They, like Jimmy said, I had 2 billboards in Nashville, and it was really cool because at one time I was homeless, and I go there and I'm looking, and I'm like, man, just 20 miles down the road, I was homeless, and now I'm looking at 2 billboards. And I got the Nashville sign, which is the biggest billboard in Nashville.
Oh,
and just sitting there, like, just grateful, man, and overwhelmed with joy. And I just always encourage people, no matter what it is you want to do, whether it's movies or this or that, or we grow up in a society, in a world that says, oh, well, you're so-and-so, you can't do that. You're this age. That's silly. But why can't y'all's podcast be one of the best podcasts? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Like, and I've really always struggled that with my music, like feel undeserving or been told things by people. And I think when, God gives us these visions and dreams and talent, like just use them. You know what I'm saying? Just use them. And people, you never know who you're reaching on y'all show that may be going through something, and I can hear y'all laugh and hear y'all talk. And I know Jimmy, and I've met some of you guys before, and y'all seem like family, and y'all become family to these people, and it means so much to them. And so yeah, it's just cool to get to do music and reach people. It's just really incredible to be able to do that. And so we put out 7 music videos. Tomorrow will be the last video.
Wow.
And yeah, we went down to Florida and we shot all the videos at one time. I'll tell you a quick story about one of the songs. It's a song called Death by Denial. And I've always had this vision of doing a music video with alligators, right? Being from Florida originally. And so we the label rented out this gator park called Gatorama. And it was kind of not Tiger King-ish, but they're but when I'm talking to them on the phone, they're like, yeah, do you want to like lay on top of a crocodile? Like, what's your like, no, like not at all. And they're like, we got one called Grandpa you can get in there with. I said, man, I ain't really trying to do all that. You know what I mean? I'm like trying to get in there smaller ones.
Right.
So I get in this pool for like, man, I was probably in there for like 4 hours with these alligators, and they're like 4 foot, 3 foot. And we had to tape their mouth because even the little babies was trying to bite us the whole time. The cameraman literally almost lost his manhood immediately.
What?
And this little baby alligator jumped right up his shorts. He was wearing basketball shorts, and you could hear the snap, and he screamed and jumped out of the water, and they started taping everybody's mouth shuts, right? The gators. So I'm in the pool, and it's real hot. It's Florida, and one of the workers is like, hey man, you need to be careful. And I said, no, they taped all their mouths already. He's like, no, they'll knock you out, like literally knock you out cold with one of their tails. We've had workers knocked out. Like, dude, why would you say that? Like, I've got So I'm in the pool, I'm holding these alligators, and later that day I ended up getting salmonella poisoning from the alligators. And I was so sicker than I've ever been in my life. Like sick. We get done with the video. And by the way, the owner only had four fingers, and I was like, man, I want to ask him so bad. Because I know
right.
But I don't want to be that. And I'm like looking, and I'm sitting there like just like I was like, so have you ever been bit? He's like, yeah, man, that's why I only have 4 fingers. I was like, yeah. And but he told me the story about how one of the crocodiles bit his finger off and broke 3 of his other fingers in the process. Wow. And they are passionate about the alligators and crocodiles. They love them to death. You know, they really treat them good there. And they were very, watched us very carefully, which they didn't have to worry about me doing anything weird because I was paranoid as it was just like. But the video came out awesome, and it was really amazing. And so yeah, we shot that video. The next day I couldn't shoot because I was so sick, and the third day I was kind of like feeling normal. So we had to shoot 7 videos in 6 days, and we were just hammering them out, man. But they all came out great. And that video is called Death by Denial. If you get a chance, check it out. It's pretty.
Oh yeah,
pretty.
We'll
cool.
share it on our site.
Yeah,
you got it on YouTube. Casey, you want to share it out? Also,
yeah, definitely.
You got any other songs you suggest on your new album?
Jeez, man. The whole album, and I don't say this because I'm in it, but the honest, I feel weird saying this. The whole album is good, and I wouldn't say that unless it was, because every song is different. There may be some upbeat stuff, there may be some slow stuff. So the album is called Dope Boy Country. Just check it out and give it a listen. I promise you'll like it. Like, it's really good. Nelly's producer produced like 80% of the album for me. D-Ray, which is an excellent producer, produced some of it. So it's just an awesome album, and not because I'm in it, just because everyone else that had their hands involved. It's great, and it's clean, so you can listen to it with your kids and not have to be weird. That's always been my goal, is to make an amazing hip hop album that it's not corny, but you can listen to it with your kids and not have to be like, let me turn this down right here. And so check it out, and let me know what you think. I think it's really awesome, and it's been doing really good, and I'm just thankful for them letting me make this album.
That's awesome.
Can you tell a story about how you and Danny Boone actually met through Facebook?
Yeah, so it was actually on Twitter.
Okay.
I hadn't heard about Rehabbing Forever. You know, they came out with Sitting at a Bar or whatever, and that song blew up mega. And this has been like years and years and years later. And I had heard a song, and I asked my friend, I said, who is that on that song? And he's like, that's Danny Boone from Rehab. And at the time, Danny looked way different. I said, nah, dude. He said, nah, yeah, that is. And I said, are you serious? And he said, yeah. So I went home, and a buddy of mine was like, man, I'll pay for a feature if you get a hold of the Danny guy, and I'll pay for the feature. So I was like, man, this dude ain't going to do no feature with me, man. And he's like, just try. He kept bugging me to try. So one night I was in the hotel room, and I got on Twitter, which knowing Danny now and any kind of social media is amazing that I was able to get a hold of him. And I said, hey, buddy, I said, my name is Jericho. I was just wondering what you would charge for a feature. And he wrote me back like immediately, said, nothing for you. And I was like, oh, okay, this is some kind of like scam or, you know, some other account. Mm-hmm. And I said, why would you say nothing for me? And he's like, because I see that on your Twitter it says follower of Jesus. And he's like, for you, you're good, bro. And I was like, if this is real, call me. And I gave him my number, and he called me. He's like, what's up, man? And I was like, and I still didn't believe him. And I was like, was you? He's like, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess you just have to trust me. And we became friends like immediately, and just started writing and making music. And then he was like, man, let's do an album. We did an album. And then before I knew it, we were on tour with everybody from Puddle of Mud to Flow Rider to, you know, whoever. And got to see a lot of things, and I'm forever grateful for that opportunity. But like I said, I knew it was time. You know, I guess it's kind of like characters on the show when they're like, why'd you leave the show? And they're like, man, I just knew it was time. You know what I mean? And don't make sense to us, but I just knew it was time for me to leave. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. And he taught me a lot and gave me a chance I would have never had. And so, yeah.
That's cool.
So the moral of the story, what you're trying to say is, no matter what in life, I always treat people good because you never know what's going to happen. It's kind of like the day I met you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I always treat people with respect. So,
and I always say this too, is like when you meet people, we're immediately drawn to, like when you're somewhere with famous people, like we're immediately drawn to them, right? I've really tried to train myself in going to, when we go do a show, like go speak to the sound guys, the janitors, the whoever, because you never know, that janitor might be sweeping, but he might own that whole building. You know what I mean? And you don't do that because of that. I'm just saying, when we treat people less than, we miss out on opportunities also as well to get to know some good people and you know, hear good stories, and you just treat people kind. It's really not that hard. But that's one thing about the whole fame thing and being on tour, when you see bands that treat people like trash or talk to fans and they walk away and say crap about them, like, I don't know. I don't get that, because we're all just human beings, and we're just lucky we get to do what we do. You know what I mean? And so I'm happy to hear about the stars from The Walking Dead that are so cool and down to earth and you know, not bougie and treat everybody good. That's really awesome, man.
Right. We got a listener, Joe, one of two. He was asking, have you toured the West Virginia area?
West Virginia, we did some shows in West Virginia. I can't tell you where, because kind of when you're on the road, unless it's the venue's amazing, like it all just kind of runs together, man. It's all a fog, really. And I'm sober and it's still a fog, so
right. That's awesome. I love the promotion picture. You use that old rock photo. I recognize that. That's awesome, dude. Is that your idea, or?
Yeah. I love just older stuff, like houses, cars, music, whatever, and I'll just always try to throw some stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Awesome. No, I recognize it right away. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's cool. I'm hoping to get my music into some movies and film and TV shows, and you know, that's my next step. Learning it's all a process.
What's the best way to keep up with you? Like on YouTube? You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Can I comment in here? I can I?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I posted your video, and some people are already watching it and saying it's pretty good.
Okay, so jerichomusic.com.
Oh, I just found you.
If they go there to jerichomusic.com, they can like find anything, man. Like
Cool.
it's website, social media platforms, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll post that.
But yeah, just check out the music, stream it, share it. I think if we get 1 million streams, that equals up to like $14. No, it equals up to like I think $1,500 for 1 million streams. So
Wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
Dang.
yeah, it's
It's crazy.
yeah, living the dream out here. But
Well, I
no,
know you were saying on the last podcast we had you on, like you go to like Spotify and stuff and watch it off there. You actually get paid more, right?
yeah, Spotify and YouTube paid the most. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. But like it does suck that we only get that amount of money. But at the same time, like you remember, it wasn't that long ago. Early 2000s is you had $20. You were going to buy one CD, and if you heard something else on the radio, you might end up buying that later. But you weren't going to just go around and explore music. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get this one CD, this one album I want. So that part is cool.
Right.
People are hearing it, and the major labels are kind of losing their stronghold. This is insane for music. So Rehab last year on Spotify, we did 40 million streams. Okay, which is that's pretty good, right? Upchurch, the redneck. I don't know if y'all have heard of him. He's not signed to any label. That's who the same people that he's with is who I'm with. Okay. His streams last year with no label, no major label, no nothing, 350 million streams.
Wow.
That is
Brian's got a hell of a system though. He actually got YouTube going on and everything. Like he is out, and it is crazy amount of stuff.
And his YouTube is insane. That's just Spotify, and that's with no label. Like labels have tried to sign him like crazy, but he's like, why? When I can make all this money and not be told what to do.
100%, right?
Yeah, Casey, he helped kickstart Luke Combs, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I mean, he was doing it big on Facebook before he even started doing the music, man.
Yeah.
Like he had those funny skits and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty insane how well he does, and it's cool because he's just a normal dude. You know what I mean? Like he's just like us, just a normal guy that really doing well, man.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So, what's the last season of The Walking Dead that you've watched, Jericho?
Whew. I'm ashamed to say. Okay, so
no, don't be at all.
No, it's all good.
Okay, I'm bad with names, so it's the dude with the dreadlocks and the tiger, right?
Ezekiel.
Yeah, Ezekiel.
Okay. They raid Negan's. They have the big war with Negan, and you can actually see TKO in there for a second.
Really?
Yeah, because he's one of Negan's soldiers.
Okay.
Yeah, he's holding like a machine gun or assault rifle, whatever, in it. But
yeah, you're talking about Josh.
Yes, Josh.
Yeah, I worked with him on set during those days. I was one of the saviors too.
Did
No
you?
way.
Yeah.
That dude is a trip, man.
He is. He's a trip. He came up to my hometown of Ringgold, and man, I think he might have caused a little trouble. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody more happy in my life to sign an autograph than he is.
Yeah.
Than he
That
is.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite season?
So I tell this story a lot. So I'm not into horror stuff, never been into that. A pastor friend of mine was telling me about The Walking Dead. I was like, yeah, man, that just ain't my thing, man. Like I don't dig that stuff. He's like, no, dude, you gotta try this, you gotta try it. And everybody kept saying that, and I'm glad I did wait because all the spoilers and all that, I didn't know who anybody. Yeah. And I watched one episode halfway through, and I was like, whatever. The first episode, and I got bored one day and watched it, and then, dude, it was like freaking crack, dude.
Right?
It was like crack, man. And I just was like watching them all the time, man. And it had some shows I watch, and I'll be sitting there on my phone, it had my full attention.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I can remember when everybody's seen this, so this ain't a spoiler. This is like season 1 when Carol's daughter busts out of the bar.
Yes.
I remember my breath being like kind of like
Ah,
taken away. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
we've talked about that scene often, and that's a beautiful scene, man. Like not beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's just it's shot beautiful. It's just I don't know.
Right.
There's
It's a
something
well
about
done
it.
scene. Yeah.
Her
It's
eyes. I mean, it's
The
just
look,
crazy.
The feel, the tone. Yeah, dude.
That's when I kind of figured that this show don't give a crap about any of the stars.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's mine. That was the game changer for me.
Yeah.
So we got one more fan question here. Do you have a character that's like stood out to you on the show?
Carol's my girl, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's my favorite, and then it goes Rick, probably. Yeah.
Don's
Nice.
like, eat it, Steven and Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't like Carol. It's not that we don't like her. You hadn't seen the newest episodes.
Oh
to be
gosh,
fair.
no, I haven't. No.
Well, right now she's sitting higher than Maggie is. That's for damn sure. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she's my favorite, man. Like she just seems like someone kind of. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Like
not
your aunt.
friend, but you're like, man, I know that lady. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess that's why. But yeah, Rick is the man too, man. I know everybody's favorite was Daryl, but he was cool, but I just thought Rick was the dude.
Don said nope.
I'm down with Daryl. And you know
I
what?
like
Carol in those first 5 seasons that I rant and rave about, she was awesome in those. Like,
Yes.
And she still is. I still like her, but I don't know. I get negative sometimes.
And I like, so if something happened, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, every episode I was like, all right, dude, when is Carol and Daryl just gonna just suck it up?
Right.
What's going on?
Right.
But I never seen it happen. I don't know if it does, but I never seen it happen.
He
Not
actually
yet.
got a love interest. He did for a minute there. Then he went back and pouted about it. And
Okay.
what it was.
See, I never wanted that. I always felt like it was a aunt and like nephew type relationship or something.
It was, but they were kind of, I don't know. They seemed
It was weird.
Yeah.
I always thought that he read Cosmopolitan with her because he's gay. That's what I thought. That's just my opinion, though.
Wait, when we were talking about that, there was something I was going to ask y'all. Dang it, man. I don't know what it was. It was about a show or something. I didn't mean to get off subject, but somebody said it hit me. I don't know. Anyways, okay.
Maybe you'll think of it here in a second.
Yeah, there you go.
So it was a different show?
I think for just a second, I don't know why, just something sparked me the way somebody said something, but I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, that show was good, and there's something else that happened, but I don't think this is a spoiler because this was way earlier on too, right? I mean, everybody that watches this pretty much.
Oh man, you can talk. Yeah, we talk about new stuff. So.
I remember seeing a stupid action figure at the store with Carl's eye poked out, right? And I was like, that's stupid. They'll never do that. And then like that season coming up, everybody was on Facebook talking about it. And I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. And then everybody spoiled Herschel for me too.
Oh no.
Off, man. I'm telling you, man, people on Facebook will ruin some movies. They think it's funny in TV shows.
Right.
So, yeah, I got to chill for a while, then catch up.
If I'm invested in something and I'm waiting for it, I usually try to stray away from that stuff on social media, stray away from the topic. If I'm scrolling past, I'll kind of just zone out so I don't read anything.
Yeah. You got to be careful.
At when they started doing the Star Wars again, where the thing with Han Solo, there was a dude outside of the theater yelling what happened, and I'm like, why would you do that?
No, see, that's just messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I've heard about
cool.
people doing that.
Yeah.
That's not
that was
cool.
the one time I went to jail. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. Walking Dead is definitely one of the shows. I'm not a big show watcher, so if it gets me, I mean, that Breaking Bad, Tiger King.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Are you watching season 2, Tiger King?
I've already finished it. Yeah.
Me too.
Nice. I'm halfway through.
Was
And
it worth it?
yes,
Yeah.
people are saying we didn't need that. You know what I mean? That was only popular because of the pandemic. Nobody wants to watch it anymore. We heard all about it. Man, I was totally invested in the second season too.
Yeah.
It's just so entertaining.
It's not as crazy as the first one, I don't think, but
Right.
the first one was like, it was almost like you're watching an episode of Breaking Bad, because how people use animals to manipulate women, and they were manipulating like that one dude had all these girls because he used like them as a sex. I was like, dude, this is insane. Like, people are nuts.
And the thing about it is it, you know, you think, man, this crap's got to be fake. You know what I mean? And then you see all, like in season 2, I kept thinking this is too far fetched. This didn't happen. And then they cut to a news feed of a news segment they did on what they're talking about. Then you're like, okay, I guess it did happen.
Every one of those people on the first season are guilty of using Carol too.
Oh, totally
leverage.
Totally.
And I'm like, maybe I'm not I have a dog that I love to death and some ducks, but I'm not like a huge, maybe if I had a monkey, I'd feel like real close to, but these people are great. Like, they use it as an object to get what they want, whether it's drugs, women, men. I'm like, man, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Maria, he is a horrible person. Don't get me. You know, I definitely he is a horrible person, but that's why I like the show. I mean, not because he's horrible, but just because I don't know.
Entertaining.
It's so far fetched. It's entertaining. Yeah.
And I would have never known, like Jericho was saying, I would have never known about the way there's all these zoos, private zoos out there. Like, and there's like, it's like they all know each other. That's freaking weird. And they all got beef with each other. And it's just crazy.
Right. It's like gangs, right?
So, so much jealousy and like weird.
Yeah.
It's,
and I want to know what happened to Carol Baskin's husband. Like, that's shady, man.
I don't think she did nothing. I don't
You know?
I don't know.
I do.
I if not directly, she knows something.
She got fed to the tigers.
Right.
She definitely, I would say there's a high probability that she had someone in Costa Rica just waiting.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could write that story easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he's going down there. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Whatever happened, they were supposed to do like a live action show or movie about that. Whatever happened to that?
Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. That would be awesome.
Gosh,
that's going to be hilarious.
That would have been awesome.
And
but look at this. There's people literally that quit their job that are able to go around as a Joe Exotic personater and make a living.
Yeah.
There's jobs.
Wow.
That guy's good too.
He is
really damn good.
I thought it was him.
Yeah.
You did
too, Steven.
I was like, he got
out of jail.
I did. I thought, dang man, I gotta watch season 2. Did he get out of jail?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that was pretty solid. Do y'all speaking of shows that I got hooked on, are y'all big into westerns or not really?
I'm not.
Somewhat.
Some.
Yeah, it's got to be a real good one, but that Hell on Wheels was phenomenal.
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
That's about the train, right?
Yeah, because it's based on a true story.
I've heard. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I've heard about that show. I definitely need to check it out.
Yeah, that's it's definitely worth checking out. But yeah, I got to catch up on The Walking Dead, man. I feel guilty. Where are you at?
You shouldn't.
This is what I want to know. Where's Jimmy at on The Walking Dead?
Jimmy's actually caught up. Jimmy's got AMC Plus, and if I don't, Don yells at me religiously. She's like the principal of this little outfit right here, and she yells at me. Am I right, guys? She keeps all of us in line for the
and
most
they don't
part.
listen to me, so they're always in detention.
It's just like real high school. There you go.
So, yeah, it's like Monday. You bring in your homework, and you haven't done your homework, and she knows.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
So it's like you thumb through the internet a little bit to kind of catch up a little bit and try to trick her. But she
watch some YouTube videos.
Yeah, we're looking for the clip notes.
Yep. So speaking of Miss Dawn, we got to talk about this, Miss Dawn. What we got going on?
That?
Well, I was going to say, the contest we ran over the like, follow, and share. Carol Jameson won that, and she won a T-shirt.
Go, Carol.
Thank you so much for sharing and liking our page.
So awesome.
And then we have something exciting.
Right?
I'm like a kid at Christmas.
You're all giggly
Right?
and shit.
I am like a kid at Christmas. So
It's
Jimmy
the
has, show it, Jimmy.
What am I
The
showing?
comic book.
Oh, the comic. I just showed it.
Okay. So we're going to have a contest to win Negan Lives issue 1.
Nice.
And we're going to post a silhouette on our Facebook page. And you're going to have to guess whoever comes the closest of who our special guest is going to be next week.
Ooh.
So,
I guess
And I
I know
know,
one of the
so
guests
I'm
is going to be
excited.
me. You can
I
guess that all
like
day.
it. I like it.
I'll put the post up, and whoever gets the closest will let you know, and you will win the comic.
Mr. Jericho, we appreciate you being on the show tonight,
Yeah.
buddy. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you.
I always have a good time. Seriously, y'all.
We'll have to do another one, and everybody bring their toys.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And then afterwards, we'll put them all on eBay and pay for Christmas.
Right? No
Yeah.
kidding. No doubt.
I still got my Dustin toy,
Hey, there's
Oh,
Dustin.
wow.
like
Did he
Dustin
get a
Baker.
custom? Did he get a custom or no?
No, actually, this is some video game. I don't
It's
know. It
Ghost
look- it
Recon
looked
Wild
like it.
Lions.
That
minus the little belly.
It looks just like him.
Other than that, it kind of looks like Dustin.
That's nice.
All right, guys. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Water Tower Tours, Walking Dead Harrelson, Auto Rats Plus, Abraham's Army, The Camp, of course, Survive the Night, Walking Dead Nation, and Walking Dead Fans Are Amazing. Also, I'd like to thank all our Patreons. You know who you are. We appreciate every one of you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Y'all got anything else to say?
I had a
Thanks.
blast.
Yeah, and thanks for everybody for tuning in, and thanks to Jericho. It was a cool
Yes.
podcast. It was nice to talk about some other things.
Oh, yeah. I'm into that.
Yeah, it is. It's all about having fun.
Oh, yeah. Y'all have a great night. See you guys.
Good night, everyone.
All right.